Simba Capeman is the world's greatest superhero. He has defeated many villains like Moth Munchers from outer space, Evilo from Earth, and the mad scientist who wanted to be a superpower. He is always on guard. It is well known that villains sneak into their lair city in the night where Simba Capeman and fellow people live. Simba Capeman is always there protecting the lair city from the super villains. In a planet not far away from Earth called Khulado, ruled by Zanoman, was also under constant threat by wicked powers. Zanoman was benevolent and enjoyed support of the civilians of planet Khulado. Fangman had malicious plans against Zanoman. Fangman was named after his father Fangalike, who had an unfinished dream to become the king of Khulado. Fangman wanted to fulfill his father's dream. Fangman used to scare animals and people with his fangs. He did not like to be called a vampire, even though his ancestors were vampires. His fangs were poisonous. Anything he bites or cut would immediately turn black. Zanoman had sense of unwanted being plotted against him. He knew that he must always be on guard. In some corner of the planet, Fangman was plotting the end of Zanoman. He had set up a trap. In the night, Fangman and his followers dug a deep hole 600 feet long. They put Kula, a special plant with leaves that acted as a camouflage. They slowly crept away in the night, giggling. There was a sudden alarm as one of the guards tripped and fell inside the hole. "Bungling fools, look what you have done! Now let's run away to our secret hideout," said Fangman as they ran away into the night. The guards saw the deep hole and reported it to Zanoman. Zanoman knew that Fangman was going to strike again, but in a more dangerous way. One early morning, Zanoman was reading the newspaper, the Khulado Times. He saw in the outer space section that in the Earth there was a superhero called Simba Capeman. Maybe he can help me out, thought Zanoman. Simba Capeman got an invitation letter to go to Khulado. I'll go to Khulado and find out why they have invited me. At the same time, I can do some research that may be helpful for my lair city, reflected Simba Capeman. A few days later, Simba Capeman was in Zanoman's court. "I am Simba Capeman. Why have you invited me here?" asked Simba Capeman. Zanoman explained to Simba Capeman about Fangman. "Do not worry, Zanoman. I will be able to track them down," said Simba Capeman. One night, Simba Capeman was walking around the castle in the planet Khulado and decided to just look around the city. He went over a bridge, but as soon as he stepped on it, he fell down into a hole. He ended up in a tunnel. He went through it and then saw Fangman with his followers. So this must be Fangman's secret hideout, Simba Capeman thought. He climbed out of the tunnel and drew an X on the bridge. The next morning, Simba Capeman told Zanoman where the hideout of Fangman was. Simba Capeman went to the bridge where he drew the X with Zanoman along with his trusted lieutenants. They fell into the tunnel and heard Fangman's voice saying, "For our next plan, we shall." He did not have time to finish the sentence as the guards rushed in and arrested soldiers of Fangman. Fangman managed to slip through the handcuffs and ran away towards the direction of the vast deserts of Khulado. "He's gone for good now," said Simba Capeman. From that day, Simba Capeman and Zanoman became best of friends. Zanoman had become frequent flyer to the lair city.